Here we go. She's going to say it. Okay, lady, say the thing. Say what you say, lady.
Charles Purcell presents.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice voice right there, right? That's the way you want to sound on the radio. Charles Purcell presents. That's nice. That's beautiful. So we got a show for you. Chucky Bucky is here. Oh, I'm so excited to hear from Chucky Bucky later in the show. The CBP Ensemble. Of course, our musical director, Peter Donald's right here. How you doing, Peter?
Good. Hi, Charles Purcell.
You have a good week?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you.
Sorry, no time to hear your stories. We got a jam-packed show.
But I just thought I'd...
First, this dramatic presentation. Oh, hey, Brian.
Hi, Trev.
Having a little lunch, huh?
Yeah. Lunchtime.
Me too. Well, actually just getting something to go.
Well, have a seat.
Sure, yeah, I got to go right back to work, but sure, I've got a minute.
Great, okay.
So, you good?
Yeah, sure.
Crazy week, huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, just crazy, like always. The news, politics.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm not really into politics, but yeah. Crazy world. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Nothing you can do, right? Just live your life.
Well, yeah.
Nothing you can do.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, everybody can make a difference.
You do your job. You raise your kids. That's it. Everything else, just a lot of noise.
Hey, speaking of kids, how are your kids?
Oh, God, Trev, you should see him. Blake is starting his second year at college, tearing it up. Really doing great.
What's he studying again?
Business management. Going to have an MBA when it's all said and done.
Wow.
The kid is freaking brilliant. I don't know where he gets it. I mean, I'm no brainiac, I never was. I mean, I always worked hard, and I did okay, but Blake, he's like a genius.
Wow.
His professors actually ask for his opinion. You know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's the smartest, brightest, most amazing kid you're ever going to see.
That's
I love him so much.
Great.
He's everything to me. He's the future,
Yeah. Sure. Well, that's great. He's doing so well.
Not well. Great. Fantastic.
Sure. Yeah.
And I love him.
Yeah. You said
I
that. love
him so much.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
His mother is a saint. She did such a great job with the kids. We have such a happy home. You know my wife, Ginny, right?
Yeah.
Ginny, the love of my life.
Sure, I know Ginny.
We're coming up on 27 years in a couple of months. Can you believe that?
Wow, 27.
I don't deserve her. She's so beautiful and so special. There's nobody in the world like Ginny.
Yeah, you're a lucky man, Brian.
Blessed. I'm a blessed man. And the little one, Maisie, looks just like her mom, looks just like Ginny.
Aw.
She and her boyfriend are getting married,
Oh, great. Wow. Congratulations.
Daddy's little girl getting married. Of course, I made sure this boyfriend was okay. First time he took her out, I laid down the law,
Oh, yeah?
You take care of my little girl, or you'll have me to answer to. And if you do her wrong, it won't end well for you. Capiche?
Yeah.
You hear me, right? Oh, my
yeah,
little
I
Maisie.
Yeah.
So beautiful, inside and out. She just got back from Guatemala. Did some missionary work down there with the church.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was her second trip.
That's great.
She went a couple years ago, too. Yeah,
That's right.
See, that's what a person does. Not protesting and blocking traffic on the
Well,
freeway like those other kids her age, you
I mean,
know?
you can do that, too.
Bunch of punks.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you should see her, Trev. What a great daughter. I love her so much. I'm so blessed. Don't get me wrong. I worked hard. I raised them right, I did my part. I raised them right, my kids.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm blessed. Oh, I'm blessed.
Blessed, all right.
Blake and Maisie. They're the best kids in the whole world,
So Maisie's getting married.
Yeah.
Who's the lucky guy?
Lopez. is the kid's name.
Lopez.
The guy she's marrying. She met him on her first trip to Guatemala. He's got some family down there.
Oh.
It's actually where his family is from. Of course, he's not from there. No, he was born and raised right here in America, right here in town, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Right side of the tracks, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
No, he's one of the good ones, you know.
I'm sorry?
His dad owns some properties here downtown.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong. He's American,
Well,
second generation. I mean, you know me. I'm not prejudiced. I am the least prejudiced person you know.
Well,
I'm fine with Maisie marrying a Mexican.
I'm sorry. I thought you said he was Guatemalan.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, you know, same difference. Anyway, he's a college grad, and he's working for his father, real estate investment stuff, you know.
Wow.
Now, there's a kid who's going to make some money. Oh, they're quite a couple. Yeah, they're going to have kids right away, build a life, you know, from the ground up.
Okay.
Jesus. America's a great country, isn't it? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You work hard, you love your family.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess. You better know it.
Well, it's just that
Everybody complaining, protesting, whining about this and that, and Black Lives Matter and whatnot. Get a job. Get a life.
Brian,
These protesters, they're not even people. They're animals.
Brian, how can you?
This is the greatest country in the world with the greatest freedom and the greatest opportunity. Just pull up your pants and comb your hair and go get a job. I mean, anybody can do it. I did it. Anybody can do it. This is the greatest country in the world.
Sure.
And then these ungrateful kids, you know, they want to go disrespect the flag and the national anthem. I tell you, before the games, when the anthem plays and the flag flies, and,
I know.
and sometimes they have that military flyover, I don't mind telling you, I tear up. My Adam's apple swells up like a walnut, you know?
Brian, you know,
These kids today, they don't appreciate what we have, what we fought and died for. And they want to kill cops, and they want to take money from good, hardworking people and companies to pay for their socialism. I tell you, they have no idea.
I just don't think that
They could have it all. They could have it all if they just combed their hair and got a job.
Right? Yeah, you said that.
I mean, some people have real problems, you know?
Well-
Maisie and Lopez.
Yeah, I mean-
they know this guy with cancer, friend of theirs.
That's too bad.
And of course, the medical bills are through the roof, right? So what do you think they did? They organized this big fundraiser down at Raymond's Pub. You know the place?
Yeah.
Right? We used to go there all the time when we were
Sure.
kids.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, you should see it now, all built up. The owner's a young guy, just took it over a few years ago. Oh, he's got a big stage and lights. There's musical acts in there, bands in there all the time.
Okay, great.
I'm talking really good bands too, like from out of state.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he donated the use of his place. They still call it Raymond's Pub.
Right.
He donated the space for a big concert fundraiser, right, for this kid with cancer. Well, he still sold the drinks and the food, right? He didn't donate that, but the stage and the lights and all the musicians donated their time because this guy with cancer is well known in the community, right? Especially, you know, in the bars.
Okay.
And he worked with a lot of bands as kind of a sound guy, a roadie, you know, not really a musician, but, you know, really nice guy who hung around. Everybody knows him. So, yeah, they had this big fundraising concert, and Maisie helped organize the whole thing.
Oh, good for her.
I gave some money, and Ginny made these little chocolate pretzel snack things, all homemade. Oh, you should have seen the kitchen. The whole house really filled with these chocolate pretzels on wax paper, right? Because they gotta dry. Oh, all homemade.
Yeah, right. That's great.
Oh, we had such a great time at the concert. I mean, it was really fun. It was so much fun. It was a hoot.
Wow.
See, now that's what you do. You get together and you make a difference.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. We can all make a difference.
Yeah, but you can't do anything by fighting and protesting. And,
and
for what? For people you don't even know. I mean, I don't know these black kids who got shot by cops, and they're just a bunch of troublemakers anyway, asking for it anyway, right?
Now, Brian.
And all these refugees you see on the news, I don't know them. They're not my problem. And you can't believe what you see on the news anyway. It's just a big show. It's not even real.
Wait a minute.
You want to make a difference in the world, you take care of your own.
Sure, but
Like this friend of Maisie's, the kid with cancer. He's been over to the house. I mean, not lately, but back in the day when he was part of Maisie's high school crowd, you know?
yeah, okay.
They'd come over to the house.
Yeah.
You know, we had the pool, right? We had the pool,
Yeah,
so
you
all the
guys had
kids
that
like to come over.
pool.
And Maisie was she was glad to have him. She was so happy. You should have seen her. She played quite the hostess. And Ginny would spend the whole day making refreshments and whatnot. And I'd come home from work then later in the day, and I'd get the grill going for everybody.
Get the grill going.
Maisie and her friends, they all had such a great time together. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, that's America. Good friends, good family, good times. And now one of them's in trouble, you know, with the cancer, and everybody gets together and helps out. Well, these whiny ass kids today, they have no appreciation. They don't give. They just want to take.
Well, I don't know if that's
the kid with cancer doesn't want you blocking the freeway with some sign with dirty words on it.
But that's not.
Why don't you donate some money or some time for your own friends in trouble instead of asking the rest of us for some handout? They want everything for free. Life isn't free. Life isn't fair. The sooner they learn that, the better.
So the kid with cancer, how's he doing?
Well, you know, he was well enough to come to the concert, so that was great. Everybody was happy about that. They wheeled him up on the stage, and oh, man, not a dry eye in the house. I don't mind telling you, I cried like a baby. You know, you just got to say no to cancer. You know, you got to fight. You got to fight like hell. You got to have strength. That's how he's doing. God doesn't guarantee you another day on this planet. If you want it, you got to take it. You got to fight. And when someone you know is in trouble, you fight for them.
Right.
I mean, that's what we did.
But now, what if someone you don't know is in trouble?
What's that?
What if someone you don't know is in trouble? What do you do then?
Well, that's not my problem. They got their own people.
Well, what if they don't have their own people? Or what if their people are in just as much trouble as they are?
What if? I don't play the what if game.
It's not just...
I deal with what I see right in front of me. And if everybody did the same, we'd have no problems. I'm not political. I don't care about politics. Politicians, they're all the same. They're all crooks on both sides.
Now,
everybody just has to use their own common sense and work hard and treat people nice. I mean, that's it. What else do you need?
well, you could...
What else does anybody need? It's so simple. It's easy.
Well, I think it's great you all helped out like that.
Damn right it's great. These are the greatest kids in the whole world with great families. Ginny and I know a lot of the parents. We're all in, the same crowd,
Yeah.
You should come next time. We're always doing something, like next month.
Yeah, I don't know.
That big annual charity golf tournament my company sponsors. You play golf, right?
Not really. I mean, I've played, but...
Great event for a great cause. And it is so much fun because, it's not just golf. It's the banquet and everybody gets all dressed up and there's funny speeches. And we do plenty of horsing around out on the course, during the game. Oh, some things I can't even tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should join us. It's for wounded warriors, I think.
Sure. Yeah. Well, maybe.
Oh, and talk about tearing up. Every year on the 18th hole, they wheel out some veterans, and man, oh man, I make with the waterworks. I don't mind telling you. It's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, I'm tearing up. These guys, they're what it's all about. They're sent straight from God, I swear. We are so blessed. These guys fighting for our freedom, giving up arms and legs, and sometimes their lives. We live in the greatest country in the history of man. Am I right?
Yeah. I guess.
You guess. You know it. You know I'm right. Damn right.
You know what, Brian?
What, Trev?
You're a good guy.
Well, thanks. You are too.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, Trev.
See ya.
I'll see you. I was once the envy of the neighborhood, young and thin and beautiful and full of ideas. The neighbors would marvel at my dexterity of both body and mind. The world was laid out in front of me, a girl on my arm, and a job I drove to every morning in my green 1971 Mustang Fastback. Ah, those were the days. Then I got older and fatter and increasingly irrelevant to women and to employers. Actually, the timing was perfect because women and employers became increasingly irrelevant to me. I need to make an important clarification. When I said women, I was referring to the need for conquest, sexual conquest. That is a terrible admission on my part, but if I want to be honest, and I do, I once had that selfish need regarding women, whether the natural evolution or devolution of reduced libido, or an advance in wiser, more enlightened thinking, likely a combination of the two. Regardless, I no longer have the need to conquer women sexually. I now find women to be endlessly lovely and fascinating. My attitude toward women and my stream of thought generally has entered a phase of deliberation and care. Not trepidation, but rather a welcome stage of thoughtful, careful consideration, like slowing down to read an especially moving passage. Word by word, sometimes reading aloud, savoring and exploring. I used to speed read through life and relationships, running roughshod over people and ideas alike. Pages, rages, ages, stages.
Jeez, mighty. Holy gosh then, right? I don't know. That was pretty dramatic, I'd say. It's your old pal Chucky Bucky here. Haven't seen you, gosh, in a whole... I'm looking at the calendar thinking, trying to remember last time I talked to you guys. It's been quite a while. So, I thought I'd come in and say hello, but I don't know if I can. Gosh, I can't be as dramatic as that guy. That's what I like about this show. He's got some real drama, Gets you like, you're listening and then, whoa, you're like, everything else goes away. You're like, when you get what they call tunnel vision? Sure, you listen to something good on the radio, you got like the tunnel hearing. Everything else goes away. When I was a kid down in, I grew up down there in Walworth County. I mentioned Wausau earlier, but I was 10 years old when we moved to Wausau, so I remember my earlier memories down in Walworth County there, closer to the Illinois border. Anyway, we'd go to church, right? Because I'm a Catholic. Oh, don't get me even started on the whole Catholic thing. They can just burn the whole damn thing down for all I care now what's going on, right? Sure, but anyway, that's not, we won't get in, well, maybe we will get into it. I don't know. I never know what I'm going to say, right? That's kind of my thing. I don't know what I'm going to say. But what I started to say anyway was when I was a kid down there at St. Peter's, right? What I would do was during the service, during the Mass, right? The Catholic Mass, which if you know, they're really long, and especially in the summertime, it's hot and kind of muggy, and oh boy, you get tired and you get a little loopy, actually. Some people, I've seen, every week somebody faints. At least one or two people faint, especially you get up too fast, right? And you stand in the communion line, because I don't know if you people who aren't Catholics, you don't know. You go to, there's communion, right? That's the wafer. Everybody knows about the little cookie. It's not really a cookie at all. It's a very thin wafer, and it has absolutely no taste to it. It's the tasteless, the very thin wafer, and they put it on your tongue, and it just kind of, I was going to say evaporates. That's not the right word. Dissolves is the right word. Sure, it dissolves. Anyway, you get up too fast, and you got to stand in line for a long time, because everybody, the whole dang congregation gets up, and they take turns, of course, but you got to get up and you got to stand in line all the way down that center aisle, like you're the bride going down to get married, right? You're walking down that center aisle, and I've seen many people faint. Sure, it happens. Every summer it happens, no doubt about it. A couple times, at least a few times over the summer, you're going to have some fainters. Anyway, so what was I saying? I forgot now. Oh yeah, Catholic Church, right? So you can get kind of loopy in that atmosphere. It's very it's like I said, it's kind of, especially in the summer, kind of hot, but not even. It doesn't have to be summer anytime. You get so closed in anyway. I'm sorry, I'm taking such a long time to get to my point, but what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not sure if this is true in all Catholic churches, but it was true in mine that there was a statue of Saint Mary, Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus, right? She's the Virgin Mary. Oops, can't see Virgin. She was up on the left as you're looking up at the stage, as I call it, stage, because it's called what it is. It's a big dang show. So up on the left as you're sitting in the audience, right in the pews. Up on the left, there's a statue of Mary, and on the right-hand side of the stage is a statue of Joseph. So you were either on the Mary side or the Joseph side. And what's so weird about it is like people who would always sit on the same side, like, oh, I'm a Mary person. Or no, we're a Joseph family. We got to sit on the Joseph side. And you get these ideas like right away, like, oh, we're Mary people and they're Joseph people, so like we're better or they're weird or something. Can you believe it? On the goofiest things like that, people take sides, right? And boy, you come in and maybe it's really kind of full, and the Mary side is full up, and there's a couple available spaces in the pew on the Joseph side, and you don't even want to go there, but it's the only place to go. Oh geez, now I'm on the Joseph side. What is it? What are people going to think about me anyway? So anyway, these Mary, the Mary statue I never messed with. I never noticed that, but the Joseph statue, Lord measy mighty mony, I got to tell you, talking about feeling kind of loopy in church. I swear to God, I saw that thing when I saw it glow, right? And I would concentrate, right? Those paintings where you can see things that aren't there, but they really are there. But it's all on how you look at it. You got to kind of look through it, right? Or you kind of look, that's and the whole tunnel vision thing made me think of this. I never told anybody this. I kept it a secret because I thought maybe I was crazy or people think I was crazy. But the Joseph statue, right, the one in front, I could make it. We were Mary people, right? We were Mary people. We always sat on the Mary side, but I'd look over at the Joseph side, and I swear to God, I could make everything else go dark. While the priest is up there, Father Hickey was his name. Can you imagine that? A guy named with Father Hickey, Hickey, I think it was, or maybe, I don't know if there's an E, but anyway, it was Hickey. You don't like a Hickey you get on your neck? Father Hickey, what the heck kind of name is that? He was kind of funny because he looked and sounded exactly like Charles Nelson Riley. Do you remember that old guy, Charles Nelson Riley? He was... he was like a Broadway actor and just a goofy, funny kind of a guy. And he was always up in the right-hand corner of the panel in the Match Game 75 with Gene Rayburn. Match Game 7. Remember that show? And he sat right next to, what was her name? Jack Klugman's wife. It's weird. You know things like this. You remember goofy little things. Brett Summer or Summers, one of the two. Her name was Brett, and she was kind of a not that attractive woman, but kind of funny in her own way, I guess. And I don't know why I remember she was Jack Klugman's wife, but you remember weird things from childhood. Anyway, Father Hickey, he looked and sounded just like Charles Nelson Riley. Oh gosh, he was probably gay. They're all gay, not they're all gay, but. You got to figure you make those goofy rules about not being able to have sex with anybody. You're gonna naturally attract more people who aren't your kind of run of the mill hetero types, right? You're going to get other types, and that's nothing good or bad about it. I'm not making any judgment at all. All I'm saying is that the most of the priests, or a good number of them anyway, you're just making it more likely that they're going to be either homosexual or have other kind of some sexual proclivities that aren't your standard kind of, and the point is, like I said, I'm not saying anything good or bad about any of these proclivities, but the point is that sexual urge is one of the most powerful urges in the human, right? It's just the way it is. So whether you're hetero or pedophile or homosexual or whatever you are, that sexual drive is so strong, right? So what do they think is going to happen when they make these goofy rules and they have all these men in charge, this patriarchy for thousands of years, right? It's nutty crazy that they haven't figured that out. Like, come on, you guys, really? It's just time to burn the whole dang thing down. I'm done with it. I'm so freaking done with the whole thing. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the statue of Joseph. I could make it all go dark because the priest is Father Hickey's going on and on. He's droning on and on about communism and birth control or whatever he's talking about. God knows only. And so I'm tuning him out, and I'm just looking at Joseph, right? And Joseph and I are just having a moment. Everything else goes dark. Everything else is black. In my view, in my eyesight, in my peripheral, right? And all that's happening is that Joseph is glowing. He's glowing bright. But everything else is dark. And then and then I see him. His hand moves a little bit, or his mouth moves a little. Never heard him talk. He never said anything to me. I wasn't totally crazy. I kind of figured even then that even as a little kid, I had some idea that, the mind, the brain can do these things. That's all right. They're optical illusions and all that. So I wasn't too totally freaked out about it, but I had, inkling of thinking, maybe. Inkling of thinking. That's a pretty funny expression. Maybe I'll try to remember that. Inkling thinkling. I was thinkling. Hey, that's pretty good. I was thinkling. That's to have an inkling of a thought. When you have an inkling of a thought, you're thinkling. That's pretty good. I'm going to remember that and use that again sometime. Anyway, I'm looking at Joseph and excuse me. We'd everything else go dark, and he'd glow, and his mouth would move, and his eyes would move, and his hands would move a little bit, and it was pretty fantastic. So yeah, that's what you can do. The human mind, the human brain is a wonderful thing, and the Catholic Church, it just needs to go away. The whole thing. Just religion in general, it just needs to go away, right? Let's just be done with it. I'm so done with it. Just way more, I don't know. I don't want to get back into that. That's too upsetting. But anyway, yeah, you get this sort of tunnel vision sometimes and tunnel hearing. And that last guy was pretty riveting, I'd say. I'd be honored if you were, listen to me the way you listen to him. But, you probably had that driveway moment, and National Public Radio talks about the driveway moment when you're listening and you can't turn off. You probably had that driveway moment, right, with that last guy. But then I started talking. You're probably not listening now. I'm probably talking to thin air because you're already... You already turned off and you're off taking your groceries into the house and getting on with your day, right? Okay, so anyway, this is Chucky Bucky, and I always love talking to you, and we'll do it again real soon. I'll try not to make so much time pass before I come back and say hello again, all right? So, all right, then you take care of that, all right? So long. There it is. Thanks, Chucky Bucky. Good to hear from you again. Thanks to the CBP Ensemble. Music by Peter Donalds. Find this and every episode and more at the website charlesburcell.com. Of course, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. You know how that works. Listen and subscribe at Apple Podcasts or your favorite platform. All you got to do is search Charles Burcell Presents.